discuss junior high musicals. What's popular right now? Hey, I'm Roxy with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel. So junior high musicals are very condensed versions of the original Broadway production. Sometimes high school musicals also shorten or clean up the original Broadway production, and sometimes they do, the original Broadway production. But for junior highs, they definitely do like a shortened, more condensed version of the show for the most part. And if you're in a accredited school, there's definitely websites you can go on and buy like these show kits, which include like CDs with vocal tracks that you can rehearse to, scripts, DVDs sometimes with sample choreography if you as a drama director don't want to choreograph the show, or you can bring on a choreographer to choreograph. I was brought on as a choreographer to choreograph a couple of these shows. We'll loop back around. I'll let you know how that went. But there are many of these shows to choose from. Some of the most popular ones right now to do are Frozen, Matilda, Little Mermaid, Annie, Willy Wonka, Newsies, Seussical the Musical, Addams Family, Lion King, High School Musical, and Shrek. Those are kind of like the top ones right now that junior high seem to be picking. And you can tell by the shows, they're very kid-friendly. Kids really want to do them. A lot of them are Disney. And so, that's kind of the popular shows right now that kids are drawn to, and I'm sure drama departments are drawn to, and, drama department heads are thinking, yeah, these are going to be great shows. So, on these sites, though, are many musicals to choose from. Anything from the classics like Sound of Music, Oklahoma, Oliver, Guys and Dolls, Fiddler on the Roof, to Legally Blonde, Mean Girls, Hairspray, Beetlejuice, Drowsy Chaperone. If you want to tackle a tap musical, it's Crazy for You, Anything Goes, Thoroughly Modern Millie. There's a bunch of Disney ones that haven't even gone to Broadway yet, like Moana, 101 Dalmatians, Jungle Book. So click on those sites and there's many musicals to choose from. Now, all that being said, when picking a musical, you must keep several things in mind. Keep in mind the size of your junior high stage, because some junior highs have smaller stages than like your regular high school stage or your regular size stage. And if you pick like a huge ensemble show or a big show with big sets or a show with big costumes like Beauty and the Beast, you want it to look right in proportion to your stage. I mean, you don't want to like have Beauty and the Beast with the big wardrobe and Lumiere and the clock and have all of them trying to fit on this small stage. So keep that in mind when you're choosing a show. Pick in mind the community you're in and make sure it's something that's really going to sell and be popular for families to come see, that it's not too like avant-garde or a show that people aren't really familiar with. And, when tickets go on sale, people in the community are like, what's that show? I've never heard of that. Or is that something I want to take my kids to see? So just keep that in mind. I mean, maybe you were really excited about it or the kids were really excited about it. And then people were like, really? So just keep that in mind. This is really important. Talent pool. Your talent pool at the school. Now, I'm not saying, they all have to be the next Broadway star. But here's the thing. If you really want to do Frozen, the kids really want to do Frozen, and it's the summer before the spring musical, and you're thinking, who do I have coming up in my 7th and 8th grade that are probably going to get the leads? And okay, we're going to do Frozen. Do I have a strong Elsa and a strong Anna for these roles? Yes, I do. And not that you have to precast it. You're sort of precasting it. But you have in the back of your mind, I have a really strong Elsa and I have a really strong Anna. Great. You've got those in the bag. Now, I'm not saying that should other girls come and audition and they're going to make great Elsas and Annas and they may surprise you and then great, those parts go to other girls. But you at least know you have a great Elsa and Anna to choose from. If, on the other hand, everybody's pushing for Frozen, but you think, I don't have two strong girls. But what I do have are a lot of, for some reason, coming up in these classes, I happen to have a lot of strong boys. I have some boys with really great voices, some good movers. I mean, this is just the year in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I've got strong boys. Then that's the year to choose on Newsies, or a Guys and Dolls, or an Oliver, like some strong boy show. That's all I'm saying. Just think of your talent pool. The other thing you really want to think about is, realistically, a show that is going to take, like if it's a big ensemble show and kids that you have really dedicated to drama department, the rehearsal time and what it's going to take. This is what sort of got me tripped up when I was doing shows for junior high. Especially the year I did Thoroughly Modern Millie, because it was a huge ensemble. It was a tap show. And the tap dancers were fine. We had plenty of time to rehearse the tap, but it was kind of all the other kids in the ensemble. And I never got to see the full show until opening night. I kid you not. Opening night is when I finally got to see the entire cast do the show. And I thought, oh, that's what it was supposed to look like. That's what it looks like when the entire cast shows up. And it should never be that way. Your show should never be that way. It should never, you should never have to wait till opening night and when the show is running, that's finally when you get the entire cast together. I can understand when a kid has to miss here or there for, a makeup test or, sickness or whatever. But some kids are so busy with, band or speech and debate or sports or other curricular activities that drama department is just kind of like, oh yeah, that's just another elective I take. And, if I get to rehearsal, I get to rehearsal. No, like it's something they should dedicate themselves to. And you want to make it fun. I mean, you hope that the spring musical or fall musical or whenever you're doing it is fun, and you want to make it a positive experience, because a musical should be fun and this should be something positive. And especially if they want to carry it on to high school, you just want this to be a very positive, uplifting experience for them. So just keeping all of that in mind. You also want to make sure you have parental support. Are they going to volunteer for costumes, props, sets, help in any way for all of that? Are they going to make sure their kids are at rehearsal? Because junior kids can't drive themselves to rehearsal. So are they going to be supportive with this musical? Just make sure some of those boxes are checked off. Anyway, that is my advice for junior high musicals. Make sure that, you kind of do consult with the kids, because you do want the kids involved, and you want to make sure it is a fun musical for them, and make sure it's something you as a director can tackle, that it's not something the kids kind of force you into and you're like, I'm not sure about this musical. No, you have final say as a director that you want to do it too. And like I said, take in mind the community. Can your school fit this? Will the community like it? And just at the end of the day, it should be fun for everybody. It should not be a harrowing experience. It should be fun for everybody and appropriate for everybody. Okay, there are my thoughts, my advice. Take it for what you will. All right, don't forget to click and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next.